Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back to This Not a Podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. Wale and Pusha T dropped a collaboration on Friday. If you could believe it, it's only their second collaboration. The first one was on The Wrath of Cain. The record is called Damage Control. Okay, this is the new record. It's produced by Don Cannon, Sean Momberger, and it's kind of this rocky, triumphant sports type feel of a beat. It's two verses back to back, no hook, just bars. The record is part of this Culture Jam project, which is a creative studio that brings together entertainment and sports. This particular track is off an upcoming album, Legend in My Hood, which is narrated by NBA All-Star Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, of course. So the headline on this one is that Pusha takes shots, or they're strays, but you know, it's something directed at Birdman, a little something directed like kind of in Drake's direction. Nothing. I don't think this is gonna like set off World War III or anything like that. But we're gonna look into the verse. Two things before we start though. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'm on the road to 100,000 subscribers, so I need y'all to subscribe, man. If you've been watching these videos, subscribe. The second thing that I want to say is, yes, I know that I'm missing a record on this side. It fell off the wall, man. I had command strips up there, took the paint with it. I'm going to get up there, man, some spackle. I'm going to get some paint. We're going to put the record back up. Just give me a second. I know it might be throwing some of y'all off, right? It might be like a little off balance. We're going to get the record back up there. Please don't worry. All right. So let's get into this verse. Let's get into this Pusha T verse. He says, I'm the truth and the proof, the dealer in the coupe, the off-catalog watch buyer from the stoop that became legend, operation from my youth. All I hear is birds. That's just words in the booth. The realest Birdman, I just cockle-doodle-doo, doorstep, I get it right through. Money talk, the wrist is light blue. Sugar Hill Sweets, shit is feeling type 2. Bruised egos, man, you niggas might sue. New Jack Nino's telling on the crew. That's just how he starts the verse, right? The first couple of bars. There's more to it, but that's where the shots lie, right? Now, this is a basketball-related project, right? Something to keep in mind. And it could very well be a reference to the former NBA player Chris Anderson, a.k.a. Birdman, played a lot of years for the Miami Heat, right? All the tattoos and stuff like that. In a lyric video that Pusha actually posted to his IG, when he says that line, it does a flash of the NBA's Birdman or the former NBA player Birdman. He's not in the league anymore. But then also just slang for birds is bricks. Then that leads to the realest Birdman. It's him talking about, all I hear is birds. That's just words in the booth. The realest Birdman. So, he's connecting his past. So, it's not the worst thing you could say about anybody. But he's saying, yo, this is my real life. Like, I was Birdman for real. But given his clashes with Cash Money in the past, listen to New God Flow if you want a refresher from the Cruise Summer album. Given his clashes with Cash Money in the past, the realest Birdman as a reference to Baby, that tracks, that sticks. That, you know what I'm saying? Again, I don't think it's the craziest diss. It's just like, hey, I'm the real deal. I really did it. And that's what he's saying. So there's that. But there's a chance that it's both. Again, because the NBA ties to this project, that he's also conjuring up the image of Chris Anderson, Birdman, and as it shows in his lyric video, and if it's Pusha, is that type of MC, it could be layered. And we get a few lines later, Sugar Hill Sweet shit is feeling tight too. Sugar Hill, a Harlem reference. I'm just following his train of thought, right? So the drugs and Sugar Hill is a Harlem reference. Harlem has a history, you know what I'm saying? So Sugar Sweet, type 2 diabetes. So it's just the wordplay. Shit's so sweet, it's feeling type 2. Bruised egos, man, this might sue. Bruised egos might sue. Drake has an ongoing lawsuit against UMG for the promotion of Kendrick's diss record, Not Like Us. Pusha now said in the lead up to Let God Sort Him Out, in the release of Chains and Whips off of that album, that he believed that UMG/Def Jam is under UMG, the Clips were originally signed to Def Jam, wanted him to censor or take off Kendrick's verse from Let God Sort Him Out because they were afraid of the optics of two Drake enemies collaborating while this lawsuit was going on. He did say that what they wanted Kendrick, or what they said they were most worried about, was the Trump line, the Trump card line. But, in Push's mind, what made sense and what really tracked for him was this lawsuit with Drake was going on after the Kendrick Drake battle, and UMG didn't want the optics of Pusha and Kendrick linking up, two guys who were both battled Drake and said some pretty personal things about him. So Bruised Ego, man, might sue. It tracks. You know what I'm saying? So that's the read on that one. And then he takes the sue line, right? But then he illustrates it, basically like bringing the courts into it. He uses the New Jack City scene. When Nino Brown, played by Wesley Snipes, he takes the stand and starts telling on the crew to save himself. So Bruised Egos might sue. New Jack Nino's telling on the crew. If you ever seen the classic movie, I hope you've seen the classic movie New Jack City with Wesley Snipes. Spoiler alert, it's a famous scene towards the end. Wesley Snipes, who ran the CMB, the Cash Money Brothers, gets on the stand during his trial and starts telling on the rest of his crew. Brown was the leader of the crew, but he starts telling, that's the whole scene of it, man. If you've seen the movie, then man, he's Miss Hawkins. He's like Kareem Akbar. That's right. The educated brother from the bank. He's the head of the CMB. The brains behind the whole thing. Right? There he goes. This thing is bigger than Nino Brown, baby. I'm gonna take, if I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people down with me. And that's the famous scene. So, not only does Pusha kind of give you the suit line, the lawsuit line, which automatically makes us think of Drake in this moment, in this time right now. He backs it up with the imagery of New Jack City, Nino Brown, Wesley Snipes' character. But it also all connects to Sugar Hill Suites, Shit Is Feeling Type 2. Nino Brown, though he was a fictional character, was based off of a real-life hustlers in Harlem. New Jack City took place in Harlem. So even from the Sugar Hill to the New Jack, it is a Harlem thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, he's giving you the shots here, but he's painting a picture too, like really just wrapping it up. And then, I skipped the Pusha T because that was the headline. Pusha has the second verse. Wale has the first verse, all right? So, we're going to go a little bit into Wale's verse. Wordplay crazy, flow is crazy. Wale's bounce is just crazy, man. He said, there's no what I'm about, really my freedom and not a billion. Is that old money just some kind of God, deity? All right, is that old money just some kind of God, deity? Just want to be God, really? But look, the God in me ain't shook. You guys atheists, maybe they blasphemy, of course. I can't do his flow justice either, not without the beat here, and I gotta let the record sink in. But man, that's a good. Wale is so good with the sports references. God, Sham God, that's a good God. The Sham God, the basketball move that he invented, the kind of the one hand crossover. So, just want to be God, really. But look, the God in me ain't shook. The God Sham, like you can't, like Sham God does the shaking. Like you ain't gonna shake. And again, and Wale has a lyric video of it, and they show dude doing the Sham God. You guys atheists, they blasphemy, of course. Blasphemy, pow pow, but blasphemy, religion, so just wordplay. I'm passionate, never been ass kissing. Of course, I play backseat for the cause. Now I'm Lewis Hamilton though. I'm doing laps on them folks. Ain't too attached to them folks. You want a problem? No problem. Let's do some damage control. Where the song gets its name from. I like these lines right here. He go, let it go. I'm back like I was never gone. We came up with them crack babies who now dying from fentanyl. Just the social commentary in that bar, man. We came up with the crack babies who are now dying from fentanyl. Like in the 80s, early 90s, it was crack. Now it's fentanyl, different drugs, same problem. Different drugs, same epidemic. He goes, 1425, my math came from the go-go. My rap came from the culture. My rap came from the GOAT, though. The counts, the pockets on go-go. Go-go is music like, DC, native to DC. Like Wale came up in the go-go. It's a different type of bounce. It's a different type of count. So 1425, my math came from the go-go. Like just the way he rides the beat, counts the beat, falls into the pocket of the beat comes from go-go. That's where he learned it. My rap came from the culture. So this is a nod to his go-go roots, but blending it with hip-hop. I thought that was just a dope way to explain his origin story. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm favored. Oluwa, I'm grateful. Just know if someone snake me, I'm a Moloa, his tank top. Moloa, I hope I'm getting the pronunciation right. Collaborated with Yeezy though, right? I'm a Moloa, his tank top is wet. Those wet tank tops that went viral, that all the women were wearing went super viral. So just wordplay, knowing someone snake me, I'm a wet his tank top. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just talking that talk, like, but clever raps. And he says, yeah, don't do a lot of that famous shit. I just fuck up the bands like Martin on Tommy Davidson, John. Classic episode of Martin. Tommy Davidson played Vernon Hill, the talk show host, and he had Jodeci on the show. If y'all remember, Martin crashed the set and started singing, just fucking up. Jodeci is singing, and then Martin just comes in. They were singing lately. It's one of the funniest moments on TV, man. Just a classic moment. It's funny listening to this verse made me run back that episode of Martin, man, and it still holds up. 2025, it's still hilarious, man. I'm gonna put the link to that little scene in the description because they got it up on YouTube. And then Wale just goes off. Yeah, I go to Vegas for lunch and skate around the city like it's such a Ramus performance. Ain't a way to resolve it. I ain't taking no help. It's always been champ to me. I'm taking a belt. Look, hold up. Everybody say that they love you, but don't know you. Everybody with a dollar, never dolo. Everybody outside, ain't it? Summertime make the heart grow colder. So, and then he's just kind of just starts scatting at the end and winding down the verse. But wordplay is dope. This is a cool record to me. Dope bars. To me, the bars were the star of the show. The bars were the star of the show. I'm a big Wale fan. I'm a big Pusha T fan. So having them both on one record is dope to me. I fuck with Don Cannon too. Don Cannon is one of the illest. But I feel like hearing this made me feel like, man, I want more collaborations from Wale and Pusha. I want them to really lock in, other than just like verses on the joint, right? Like if they locked in, what can they tell us? What information can they share? What story would they tell? How would they go about it if they locked in creatively? Again, they had done one other before. Only You Could Tell It was on Pusha's Wrath of Cain mixtape. Now we got Damage Control, but I this is a cool record. But I think between them both, I think there's a better, even better, like a better record waiting to be made. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Those are just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, man. Hit me in the comments what y'all think of this record. What was your favorite bars? Let's talk about it. And to the next time. Peace.